Oh, it says I'm still sharing computer sound. So let me see if I can still share with you being the host.
Perfect. Awesome. Great. Hi, everyone. Sorry for the audio, but we are ready to go. Thank you so much for joining us. I don't think we need to do intros today because we know all of you all, but we're so pleased to have you today. And obviously, if you have any internet issues, just hop back on the call, no stress at all. And if you have any questions, please do unmute yourself or comment in the chat room. But I'm Cecilia, we have Lauren here, and Fiona is our beautiful teacher today. Lauren, do you have any words?
The only thing that I was going to say is that since I don't know that any of you were on class last week, we did start our monthly combination that we'll do at the end of class. So if you've watched the video Cece posted in the group chat, great. If not, obviously Fiona will go over it and we'll just continue on with our new monthly combination.
Yeah, thank you. And I will be co-teaching with Fiona. So Fiona, take it away.
Hi, everyone. Hope you guys are all having a beautiful week. I think we should just hop straight into pliés. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure it's tilted right. Okay, awesome. So we're going to begin in first position, and we're gonna breathe out with our arm, go through first and open to second. Extend the fingers, plie, stretch. Following the hand as we open with our eyes. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna étalonge, extend those fingers once again. Kind of a common theme. Roll forward, roll up. Soften the chest as we roll back. To come right back, and then we're gonna tendu in the second position. Plie, stretch. Maybe your knees will pop like mine. Drawn, 6. Really pressing those heels into the floor. I know it's hard in second position if you have tight calves. Reaching over to the side. Initiating all of this port de bras with the étalonge of the fingers. And then we're going to go into a temps-lié, which is a transfer of weight. So instead of just doing normal pliés in fourth position, we're going to plie and go to a tendu. I'm going to show from the side so you can really see. We're going to plie, tendu, plie, tendu, and we're going to bring it to the back, and we're going to do the same arm pattern. So we're going to have this arm first, and then arm above the head. And then we're gonna lower and we're gonna do a big circle. So we're gonna go diagonally front, side, and back. Tendu to the fifth, and we're gonna do the same pattern that we did before. Plie, stretch, grand, 6, 7, 8. Wow, my knees this morning. And then we're gonna do circular port de bras reverse of what we did before. And we're going to rise up to a susu balance. So this is just normal pliés, 2 demis, 1 grand, port de bras forward and back in the first position, side to side in the second position, and then when we go to the fourth position, we're going to plie to tendu, plie to tendu, plie to tendu, plie to tendu, circling around, and then we're going to go back to our normal pattern in the fifth position. Demi stretch, grand, 6, 7, 8. Reverse that port de bras we just did in fourth position and take a susu balance. Is everyone good? Do you want me to show this first side, Cece? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So you can just follow me. We're just gonna rise up for a little susu balance here, even though we don't have any music. Holding that core really strong. Open. I'm just going to turn up the volume a little bit on the music so I can hear better, but I wasn't able to see you guys because I was doing that along with you. But something I noticed in the middle of it on myself is that I really need to think of keeping my knees open. I think it's because my camera is facing this way and you guys are seeing me from the side. But with every plie, just taking an opportunity to really press those knees open and not just forcing the knees back. You want to think of really rotating, like you're maybe wearing leggings that have little stripes all the way down, sort of like a candy cane, and you're bringing the stripes forward and you're rotating that inner thigh. So that kind of circling action as opposed to pushing back into the joints, which we don't want because that is injuries. Do you want me to do the other side, Cece, or would you prefer that I watch as well?
Yeah, if you could do the other side, that would be
awesome.
Great.
I love pliés, so let's get into the other side. Right hand on the bar, first position. Palms in. Open. Just want to make sure you can hear everything I'm saying as the combination is going on. Okay, good. I want to make sure I'm on the right microphone. Awesome. Hope you guys are feeling a little more warmed up after that. I feel like pliés, the reason why we always start out ballet class with them is because they are literally the most fundamental step, I think. They help us with our jumps, our turns, our releves. They warm up our entire legs, and also it's our first opportunity to express with our arms and head. There's really like infinite possibilities in pliés, I think. Arguably the most important step. Okay, I digress. Let's go and do some tendus with some pliés and continue to practice the knees open and the port de bras. So we're going to go tendu front, close, tendu front, close, tendu front, close, demi-plie, and stretch. Side, close, side, close, side, close. Allongé as we close, demi-plie and stretch. Back, 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 demi-plie, side, 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 demi-plie. And from this last demi-plie, we're going to lift our heels and keep our knees open as we stretch and keep our hips in the same place. So shoulders over hips, knees really open, and we're just going to take a second here to feel our balance in first position, really wide circular position, already feeling that upper back holding the arms, and then we're going to lift the arms above our head and not let our ribs open, which is definitely the tendency there. So we're just going to go 3 tendus front, plie with port de bras, 3 tendus side, plie with port de bras, 3 tendus back, plie with port de bras, 3 tendus side, plie, lift the heels, and I'll talk you through a little balance. Okay, awesome. I just want to play the music really quickly so you guys get an idea of tempo. I'm not throwing you a loop. Okay, left hand on the bar, first position, please. went well for everyone. I know I kind of surprised you at the repeat. I kind of surprised myself too. I thought, you know, I think we could do it again. We're all strong. So maybe your arm and second started to get really tired, but yeah, that's definitely one of the most difficult things to maintain as we're doing a ton of exercises in ballet, is to kind of lose that elbow and get that kind of like melting ice cream on a hot day saggy look. So yeah, you want to think of rotating it. You also want to think of holding your arm with your upper back, because if you're just holding your arm with your arm, it's a lot for your arm. So really try to connect your back to your arm, and you might feel a little bit less tired, and it also may help you stand up a little bit straighter and connect to your core better. So all good things. Cece, do you have any comments?
Yeah, I actually wanted to add one more thing, because your tendus are looking really, really strong. But make sure, like, so you're nice and straight with your upper body here, but then when you do that plie, Fiona was talking about that reach. And just like we do in demi-plies and grand plies, you follow your hand. So do the same thing here in a tendu combination. So extend and then follow that hand before you do the other one. It really creates a really nice connection for your head and arms, and it looks like you're dancing more than like a robot. So give yourself that opportunity. And Fiona, I can demonstrate if you want to watch. I'll pin myself.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I would love to watch. Okay. Left side, right hand on the bar, first position, please. Here. Holding our arms super strong, beautiful, love it. Great, Sarah. Think of shoulders down the back a little bit more, Sarah. Lifting fifth high. Yes, yes, and lifting the gaze as you lower. Beautiful. That was a great finish, Zephyr. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. As I was talking, was that making Cece not the co-host, or was that moving the screen, Lauren? Was it bad for me to count? Because I think my computer, I think there's a little bit of a lag. So when you were counting, Cece, it was off the music. So I wasn't sure if.
Yeah, I pinned my video, so I think it stayed on me.
Okay, it stayed on you. Perfect. Okay, great. So I can continue to talk. So don't get confused. There's a lot of people, a lot of talking, a lot of showing. That was great, and I saw a lot of people really apply the second position arm correction. And yeah, the port de is definitely way more expressive. And luckily we're gonna have another chance to do that in our jetés in fifth. It's gonna be a similar combo, but a little bit different. So let me show you guys. So we're basically gonna do 3 en croix, but instead of a plie, we're gonna do a coupe. So we're going to go out, in, out, in, out, in, and we're going to practice our coupe position. Close, out, in, out, in, out, in, coupe, fifth, out, in, don't kick your bar, out, in, coupe, out, in, out, coupe. And then we are not going to repeat this because that would be a lot. And we're going to balance here and practice the same coupe that we were working on in the combination. And we're going to balance coupe front. And then we're going to transfer our weight and balance coupe back. So keep your knees super open on those coupes. Yeah, so 3 jetés to the front, coupe. I'm going to go from the side so you can really see. So coupe front, we're not wrapping the foot. It's just our pinky toes right by our ankle. And we're going to really go through the toes as we go to fifth. 3 side, and then we're going to coupe back. Toes are going to go away. And our heel is going to be right by our ankle. Then we're going to go through the foot to fifth, 3 to the back. Same coupe, 3 to the side, coupe. And then we're going to practice that coupe one more time in our releve balance. And then we'll practice our back coupe as well. Do you guys have any questions? Okay, awesome. I am going to just play you the music really quickly so you can get an idea.
Sorry, Fiona. I think that when we did the tendu, we didn't do the other side.
Oh, I didn't do the other side. Cece did the other side of the tendu. So when you can watch Cece and she will help show the second side for everything in the future. But Cece did a second side. I didn't do a second side. So yeah, we'll be trading off. Don't worry, because there's always someone who's going to be showing the combination. I'm going to play the music just for a second. So out, and we're going to do that same port de bras when we do our coupe, that first port de bras. So fifth position, right foot front, left hand on the bar, please. Oh my gosh, I'm already getting really sweaty. Something I noticed, in, especially with all the coupe closing and the jeté closing, is that every single time you close to fifth is an opportunity to get even longer in your spine. So I feel like I was almost like a dish rag being wrung out, like all my water and like this wet dish rag that's the kind of feeling that you want to have, like you're being completely stretched out when you close anything, a balance, just the jeté. It makes you have that look of being weightless, which we're all trying to achieve.
Fiona, technical thing before we move on to more corrections, maybe we should change to your phone because we can't hear you in the back.
Okay. That's bad because I am talking a lot.
No, it's all good. But while you're figuring that out, I'll give a couple corrections. So the arm coordination is the same that we just did in the tendu combination where you extend and you follow, but now instead it's dégagé, and then you do a coup de pied devant, and it's the same port de bras connection. So when you're up to coupe front, can you all see me? I think so, I'll pin myself in case, yeah, there we go. So when you do the coup de pied, your arm should be in first, and then when you close it to fifth, your arm opens. So again, it's the same coordination as plie. You're just now adding the coup de pied. So make sure that connection 1, 2, 3, extend, and then coup de pied arm is in first, and then it opens as you close to fifth. So just make that really clear. That's correction number 1. Correction number 2 is you want to really make sure your foot gets to coup de pied devant, which Fiona said pinky toes touching the ankle bone, or coup de pied back. Really make it clear, like that is a step that you're doing. It doesn't mush around into different things. So yeah, let's do the other side. Fiona, you ready?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and I'll be demonstrating this one.
Okay, so watch CC. We're doing second side. Keep it up, everyone. This is awesome. Out, in, out, in, out, in, coupe, close. 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 Rising up, balancing in coupe front. So we're making that same coupe position, and we're just holding it on half point, closing, susu. Now we're lifting the back foot and balancing in coupe back, knee back, core connected. Great. Yes, Zephyr. Amazing. Sarah, you got it. Lift a little taller. Yes. Awesome. I just noticed one thing, Sarah, that if you were falling a little bit forward on your balance actually, which is great because you can always tone that back. It's when you fall backwards that there's not really anything. I think if you just pulled up in your supporting hip a little bit more, you would be so on top of that. Yes, that kind of straight alignment is beautiful. And everyone, when we jete side especially, because beautiful, Sarah, yes, that open chest makes a huge difference for you. When you do your jetés to the side, really think of making that ankle super long. It is an extension of your shin bone, ideally, and that long ankle is gonna make that really beautiful position and also give you a lot of strength for other things too. And the quick toes, so long ankle, sharp, articulate toes, like you're almost pointing your toenails, you're pointing your toes so hard. Okay, I'm gonna show the next combination, which is a little bit of fondue and rond de jambe combo. So we're moving through coupe once again, which is great because we just practiced that. So plie coupe, extend front, plie coupe to the side, coupe to the back, not gonna hit my bar, and then we're gonna front and back, front and back, front and back, and then we're going to plie front, keeping the heel really forward as we move all the way to the back, which is super duper tough, and close. Plie coupe, fondue back, plie coupe, side, coupe, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, so 2 ronds on a done, plie, rond, bring that heel around, and we're gonna lower to tendu. Because we're gonna take a little port de bras over and tendu. We're gonna take that same tendu that we did before, so we're gonna plie through the 4th position, lift up, to the back, and then from here we're going to take a little arabesque rise. So from here, we're actually going to tomlier into the bar, so it's a little bit easier for you to grab the bar for that arabesque balance. And you can take a low arabesque, or if you want, you can lift it a little higher and pull up to close. That same feeling of hips really long, shoulders on top of your hips. So we're going to do 3 fondus to the front, side, and back. We're going to do a rond de jambe en dehors. We're going to do 2 more rond de jambes en dehors, and then we're going to plie and do a rond de jambe en l'air en dehors. 3 fondus, back, side, front, rond de dan, 2 de dan, plie, rond en l'air de dan, port de bras forward, tomlier, port de bras back, and then an arabesque balance. Awesome. Just queuing up the music. So left hand on the bar, right foot front, please.
That was so beautiful.
Went well for everyone. Something that I have been working on myself yesterday, actually, I got this piece of feedback, is that coming from en de dan, it's really easy to let your knee come forward, but you just really want to think about that as you're passing through the first. See how my knees are both facing out? So you tendu front. You gotta keep that knee facing out, facing out, facing out as you bring it around. Sometimes, because rond de jambe is only a half circle, if you start to kind of overcross, then things might start to get turned in. So it's really important that you're just going halfway. You don't need to go all the way over here. We're just doing half of our body, like half of a pizza, half of a tire, half of a birthday cake, whatever you want to think of as your half circle. Do you have anything, Cece?
I do. 2 things as always, because I think 2 corrections are good, but 3 because of Fiona's. But when you're doing the fondu, so we've done this arm before in all of the combinations. So in the tendu combination, and then when we did the coup de pied, it's the same coordination. So now we lost it a little bit in the fondu. So remember fondu, and then as your foot presents front in the presentation, so does the arm every single time. So don't get, now that our legs are getting a bit fancier, don't lose that upper body coordination that we've been working on throughout the class. So that's number 1. And then number 2, rond de jambes are so beautiful à terre, so on the ground, à terre. Now when we do the en l'air, which means in the air. You want to make sure you're doing that same half a circle that Fiona was talking about, but you're not going to lean towards your bar or chair or whatever windowsill. You really want to keep that long line. Actually, what's the correction for Sarah for her balance? Keep this long line going up, 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 up. Don't lean on a couch, right? Keep that nice and strong. But I say let's do the other side.
Okay, awesome. Oh my gosh, I got so distracted. I was okay. Music is coming. Beautiful. Open to second. Plie, stretch, fondue, and stretch. Fondue and stretch. Passing front to the back. Rond, Dayor, rond, Dayor, plie front, stretching side, back, close, plie to the back, fondue to the side, fondue to the front, passing back, rond front, rond, day done, rond, day done, beautiful, lean back, side, front, close, or tendu, port de bras over, 3, 4, tablier back, 6, 7, 8, finding that balance in first arabesque. Arms are stretching in 2 different directions. Yes. And close. Beautiful, Zephyr. Yes, Teshi. Wonderful, everyone. Yes, Celine. Oh my gosh, that was great. I really loved how Celine kept her hips very still as she did the rond de jambe en édan. That is really difficult, and yours were perfectly level the whole time, and your back was really straight, so you really took Cece's correction, and that was awesome. And everyone in the first arabesque really was looking over their fingertips, which is amazing, and that just, the gaze over the fingertips really completes your line and makes your arms look so much longer. Okay, let's get into Grand Mama so then we can finally get into the center, which I know we've all been waiting for. So we're just going to do 2 Grand Mamas in each position, but we're going to be going through the tendu. So we're going to go brush, tendu, close, brush, tendu, close, brush, tendu, front, brush, tendu, back, to the back, and to the side. And then from here, we're going to plie and susu, and then we're going to plie and passe, or if you like doing pirouettes in the center, if you want to try a pirouette at the bar, which I think is almost more difficult than doing a pirouette in the center because you have to deal with the bar here. So from my susu, I'm going to plie and just do a little pirouette and catch the bar. So that's just an option if you want to do that. If not, you can do a passe. So 2 to the front, 2 to the side, 2 to the back, 2 to the side, plie susu, plie passe or pirouette. And as we close each Grand Mama, we're going to go through the tendu and lower. So that way we're not crashing down. It's like maybe we're landing on something really delicate, like the floor is glass, and if you just let your leg fall down with gravity, you might actually break the floor with that much momentum. Sorry, I'm trying to mute. Yeah, let's see here. Do you need me to mute or?
It's not letting me do it.
Okay, perfect. So we're gonna begin right foot front, left hand on the bar for Grand Mama, our last combo, to one of my favorite pieces of music from a ballet called A2. That was kind of a quickie. Hopefully, yeah, that was kind of quicker music. Hopefully you found it as it went on. And as I was doing that, I really realized that it's really easy to let your knee soften in Grand Battement. So as you brush, you want to think of really stretching that knee, especially to the side. It's a little more obvious if your knee is bent. So you're going to use that energy brushing from fifth position. Your leg is so straight that it has to come off the floor. So just that kind of sensation when you're doing all of your brushes.
I have one more thing, and then I think we should do the right side one more time, just so that people
yeah.
caught off guard. But before we do the right side one more time, similar to what Fiona's saying, just slightly different words. Remember to go through tendu, through dégagé, and then to Grand Battement. So that'll really help that leg stay straight the entire time, because if you skip either tendu or dégagé, your leg is most likely bent, and then you're doing that. So same for the front. You go through tendu, dégagé, yep, dégagé, tendu, yeah. So just keep that connection. So yeah, let's do it one more time to the right, and then we'll do the left.
Okay, so you can show right, and I'll show left, and then you can show. Okay,
I can show all of them. Let's do it.
So right again. So right foot front, left hand on the bar. Up, tendu, close. Up, tendu, close. Side, tendu, close. Side, tendu, close. Back, tendu, close. Back, tendu, close. Back, tendu, close. Tendu, close. Plie. Sous-sus. Plie. Passe. Beautiful. Yes, Teshi, great. That was awesome. You even lifted your arms up. I didn't even give that option. That was great. You're really on your balance. Okay, something that just hearing this music, it's really easy to like visualize the step for me. I feel like this music it's literally, you can make a really great song to it. Up, tendu, close. And if you're within those parameters, you will be right on the music. And I know there's a delay and everyone seems a little bit on their own timing, but really try to stay within the framework of this music before we go on to the left side. And it might make the work you're doing a little bit easier, maybe more enjoyable too. I can show the left side and just give you a break for a second. Okay. Easy. So let's go left side. Okay. So left foot front, right hand on the bar. Showed that one. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. I think it's as we're doing this a little bit more, it's easier to stay within the music because we're a little bit prepared for it and we know the music a bit better. And even whether you're doing passe or pirouette, really try to get your toe to your knee as quickly as possible, because when you start to lag on your way up there, that's an opportunity for you to lose your balance. If you're moving from one position confidently and clearly to the next, you're probably gonna be stronger in the next position that way. So let's try the lift one more time, and then we're gonna get off the bar. Okay. Great job, everyone. We made it through bar. Get yourself a drink of water. Put away your chair, whatever you're using for today. And we're going to do a few combinations and the combination of the month.
So actually, before we move on to center, while you guys are getting water, you can just come up and watch me for a second. So the grand battements were really beautiful, all of you, like really beautiful positions. Love it. You fixed that arm with your leg behind. It was perfect. Like all the corrections we've been talking about are so superb, so much better. So now the tricky part is the passe and the turn. I'm really glad that Fiona did a turn at the bar, because that's a really good training tool for your students to teach them how to do pirouettes and like land in a position. So that being said, Zafira, this is for you and for everyone. When you're doing the pirouette, you want to make sure the passe stays to the front. You don't do like a back front. It goes from plie fifth position, and your pinky toe touches your knee right away. So you go plie and then turn your foot, it stays in the front. It doesn't do anything crazy. And then for Celine, when you're doing your turn, and actually a lot of other ones, but I mostly saw Celine, Tatalaya is joining us. You did a beautiful turn, Celine, beautiful turn, and then you open that arm, and then that kind of let your whole rib cage open. So similar to your foot getting to passe front, you need to finish your arms in first position from the turn. Don't just let it relax afterwards. So really feel that strength. But yeah, Fiona, take it away.
Okay, let's do a little bit of tendu in the center. We're going to practice our croisé positions. And then we're going to do some en crosse as well. So we're going to begin in fifth position, croisé. Take a little breath, and we're going to open to kind of this demi-croisé position. So one arm is in first, one arm is in second. We're going to go tendu, fifth, tendu, fifth. And then we're going to bring this arm across to the back, and you want to think of like you're almost skimming the water, the top of like the water of a lake. That's how soft you want your fingers to be. And you do that transition. So out, close, out, skim the water. Back, make sure that you're really up on your hips so you don't fall forward like I just did. Close, out, close. We're gonna move through first here to open side, close, side, close. Allongé, plie second, and that same tendu transfer of weight, close fifth. Out, close, out, skim the water. Out, close, out, close. First, and now we're facing en crosse, our hips are facing to the front. Side, close, back, side, close, back, side, plie second, transfer, close. When you do that tendu, just like at the bar, we'd be transferring from front to back. You really want your weight to be over the ball of your foot. On this foot, you're gonna plie, your weight is gonna be in the middle, and then your weight's gonna be on the other side. So that's gonna make that a little bit easier to coordinate. I'm just gonna move this bar so it's not in my way, but.
And while you're doing that, actually, I just want to clarify croisé and effacé quickly. So croisé means to cross. So your legs are in a cross position. So you see my legs are crossing each other. Effacé is when they're open. So yeah, they're technically crossing around my ankles, but my thighs are open. So the way that Fiona wants to do this combination is in croisé. So you want your thighs to be crossed. So when you do right foot front, you're facing the left corner. And then you stay to that direction. And then when you change legs, then you're going to face the right, but your left leg is in front. So I just wanted to clarify that before we do it for the first time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Cece. Okay. I am going to get this queued up. Perfect. So fifth position, croisé, right foot front.
Sorry, honey. Cecilia.
Yes.
Cecilia, you know, I have a very big issue with orientation. My student will tell you they are watching me. I have an issue with the croisé and the effacé that you spoke about.
Sure.
Because I'm mirroring her. I'm mirroring her. So if I am on my left side, I'm on left side and my leg is right in front, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah. So
that's it. And I'm going
for
on the
the
right side. My leg is on.
You're facing the left corner, but your right foot is in front. That's
okay. That's what I wanted.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, no, I know right and left on Zoom is like literally the worst. So don't even apologize.
Yeah. And on top 1350. I will never forget that.
Yeah, so we're gonna face the left corner with our right foot in front to start. Awesome. Fiona, take it away.
Hope that went well for everyone. I just remembered something. I guess I'm thinking about this because of my crazy lighting, because I think I'm really backlit. But when you're in all of your croisé positions, you really want to think of maybe someone shining a light on your cheekbone of the supporting side. So if my right leg is in the front, then it would be my left cheekbone, thinking of like someone shining a light right there. And same on the left side. So you really want to show that supporting cheekbone, and that will help give you the right head shape for the croisé position.
Awesome, and I can show the second side, or the second time. I think we should do it one more time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I'll cue up the music.
Perfect. So just as we're getting the music ready, just let's go over the arms one more time. So when we have, as we clarified, facing the left corner with our right leg in front, we're going to have the opposite arm in front. So if my right leg is working, my right leg is working, my left arm is going to be in front. So it's an opposition. And then when I'm to the back, my left leg is to the back, but my right arm is in front. So it's always the opposite for this combination. So just keep that clear. So here, here, and then you switch. And then the arms will just stay to the side. And when you do the tongue, you do that nice preparation that we did before. Awesome. Whenever you're ready, Fiona.
Thank you. Fifth position. Out, close, out to the front, back, close, back, close, side, close, side, close, tendu side, plie second, tendu side, close, front, front, close, front, close, back, close, back, close, side, close, side, close, side, plie second, tendu close. Awesome.
How was that?
That was great. I was just noticing over the course of the combination, I think it was probably when everyone's arms were getting tired in second, and the very last time when we were doing our tendu second, make sure that you can really use your arms as a tool when you dance, when you jump, when you turn, when you do tendus. And sometimes they can do crazy things which don't help you at all. So really maximize what they can do to help you. Your arms can be a framework for your body, and if they are held strong to the side and a little bit in front of you, it will help keep your whole torso in great alignment. So my elbows are not drooping, then my ribs are not open. The second your elbows start to droop, your ribs start to flare a little bit, and your weight falls back, and then you might be a little more wobbly. If you are thinking of that rotation in the arms, chances are your core is also going to be engaged and your ribs are going to be closed, and it's going to set off a channel of everything from all the way from your toes to the tip of your head, keeping you together. So on those last 20 side, I know we're really tired and the arms are starting to sag, but really fight that urge, resist that. You're going to get a lot stronger at those arms, and then it's going to be easier to close each tendu fifth because you will be pulling up in opposition with each close. Awesome. Okay, we're going to do a little adagio now, which is one of my favorites. I love adagio, and I especially like practicing ballet walking because ballet walking is different from regular human walking, you know, heel toe. Ballet walking is toe heel, toe heel. And actually, when you do a ballet walk, you want to be so tall. You don't want to go up through releve necessarily, but you do want to feel that little articulation. You don't let your heel go to the ground as quickly as you would normally. Maybe you want to resist with your feet. So like you're maybe walking through something very sticky, toe heel. So those are just some tips for ballet walking. So toe heel, and then we're just going to take an arabesque here. I don't want to get out of frame. If you want, you can go up to releve and maybe lower down and practice that lower, or you can just go to flat here. And then from here, we're going to bring it in through passe, and we're going to double pate to the écarté position, which is where you're looking up at your hand and your leg to the side, passe, double pate quasi front, which is that same position we did before. And from here, we're going to take a tombe lunge. So tombe means to fall. So out of this double pate to the front, you have my permission to fall front, and you're going to port de bras front, arms fifth, and then you're going to tendu back, close fifth. And we might have to back up and adjust for spacing to go to the other side. We're going to go walk, ready to go, walk, walk, arabesque. Just holding that position. We're going to go passe, écarté, passe, quasi front. Then you're going to fall forward, and port de bras, tendu, close fifth. So 2 walks, arabesque. And when you go arabesque, you're going to be walking with your arms in first position, and they're going to open to this allongé. You're going to bring them back into first for your écarté, back into first for your double pate front. Then you tombe and do your little port de bras front, tendu front, close fifth. And we'll do the other side. Does that sound good? You can follow me for this first side. Oops, okay. And give yourself some space. Back up, because you might travel a lot of these walks. Walk, arabesque, passe, écarté, passe. Double pate, lunging front, port de bras, tendu, fifth. And we're just going to take a break before you go to the other side because you may have moved very close to your camera here. Yeah, just before we go to the other side, once you go out from that écarté, it's really easy to let your foot kind of sag when you're lifting your leg really high. So really think about pointing those toes up there. I know it's hard. As you come in, think of pointing that, and you point to come in and you make that passe, like you're almost carving through the air with your toe. That sort of resistance, it looks really beautiful, and also it's great technique as well. So just something to think about before we go to the other side. Okay, so 5th position, left foot front.
That was really beautiful, everyone. I have a couple things to say, and then I think we should do it one more time and just do right and left right away, back and forth. You can just run back to the corner so we get the flow. But really, really beautiful. Your legs are all in really gorgeous positions. It's the only thing for the legs before we do upper body is make sure that this bottom leg doesn't bend to get the leg higher. So really make sure you're in a passe, that leg is nice and straight, and then it stays straight no matter what position you're in. And then upper body, you really want to know where your arms are. They look a little bit lost. So you do walk, walk, your arms in first position for the walk, and then they go to first arabesque. Then they come through first position to reset and passe. Then you go to écarté. So the leg that's up, that arm will be in 5th position and the other arm will be in 2nd position. So it looks like this. And then the arm comes through first position again to do développé front. And again, it's the same as the tendu, opposite arm as leg in front. But your arm is in 5th position, and then you fall and you do this beautiful port de bras that you all did. So Fiona, what do you say we do this one more time?
Yes, and luckily I made this with a little bit of space at the end, so if you want, you can take something called a bourrée, where you're going up on demi-pointe and you're moving your feet. So we just finish, this side, port de bras, tendu fin, and you can just rise up and do a little bourrée to make your way back in your space, so you have enough room to do both sides. So
awesome. I can show this one if you'd like to watch.
Oh, I would love to. Perfect. Okay. Walk, walk, arabesque, passe, écarté, passe, développé, tombe forward. And bourrée back, make some space for yourself. Walk, arabesque, arms stretching, passe, écarté, beautiful sleeve, great control of it. To the front, beautiful, falling forward, and that port de bras, and finish. Great job, everyone. That was so fun to watch. Oh my gosh, you guys had such beautiful open positions with your arms. Like you were moving really, really generously. That's the word that I was hoping to say. And now we're going to do the combination of the month, which I'm excited try here. Okay. This is my first time trying it actually, so it looks fun. So we are going to go, if you remember from last week, we're going to go balance, we're going to take a little susu to soutenu. We're going to plie tendu, plie passe, plie tendu, plie pirouette, bip. And then from there, we're going to balance, susu, soutenu, plie tendu, plie passe, plie tendu, plie pirouette. Using that head spot. Hopefully you can see all of me. Just when I was showing that right there, I noticed something that when you're doing your head spot, if you're doing a pirouette, it's really important that your chin stay level, because if you start to drop your gaze or lift your chin, your neck isn't going to be able to move as fluidly, and you want to be able to have the quickest, most relaxed head spot possible. So really focus on one thing and keep your chin super level. So right now I'm looking at a pumpkin I got and it's on my bookshelf. So I'm really gonna just focus on my pumpkin and keep my chin really level. So it's easier to keep track of that pumpkin. I'm gonna play the music really quickly so you guys have an idea of the tempo. Oh goodness, this is much too fast. Okay, I'm gonna switch. Yeah, I love that piece of music, but it is much too fast. Here. So you're gonna want to tendu on the one. I was a little bit slow there, but yeah, you can just follow me for this first side.
Yeah, let's see how it goes, and then we may have to talk through a few things, but
yeah.
let's kind of get the flow of things, see how they go, and then we'll break it down.
The music is a little bit slow, so this is an opportunity to really use your plie. So even though the music is slow, like really stay with it. Make sure you're not rushing.
Really beautiful job, everyone. I have a couple things to say to give Fiona a bit of a break. So really, really beautiful. Your balance sides are really lovely. Remember the arms that you're gonna do. So the direction that you're going, you're gonna have the opposite arm in front. So you wouldn't have this, I mean, you could, but in this combination, you're gonna have the opposite arm. So the way that you're being pulled, you're looking in the opposite direction to be like, oh no, where did I come from? Oh no, where did I come from? That coordination. So that's for balance. And then you're gonna extend this leg, and then the leg that's on the floor is gonna come in the front. And then you do your soutenu, you're gonna change your legs. And the arms will be up in a soutenu. So let's do that one more time. So you go balance right, balance left, extend the right leg. Then the left leg is going to come in the front, the arms are going to come down, and then they're going to come up for the soutenu. And then they just stay there for the passe and the pirouette. Cool. Do we have any other questions before we try it one more time? Cool.
Just one thing real quick. Zephyr, make sure that you're always doing your pirouette towards the front leg. You had it right on the second side, but on the first side, you turned the wrong way.
Yeah, so I can show that for everyone. So if you have your right leg to the front, your right arm will be in the front. And then that is the direction that you will be turning. So right leg in front, right arm, you go tendu with the right leg, and that's the one that you do the passe, and then that's the preparation for the turn, and you're gonna turn towards the direction of the arm that's curved. So if we do left, the left leg is front, left arm is curved in the front, we go tendu, plie, left leg comes up to passe, and then left leg tendu, plie, single turn, going towards that arm that's rounded.
Yeah, your knee, if you're thinking of having your knee really far back, your knee can actually take you around in that pirouette. So that's something, Cece did a great job of showing that. That's a helpful trick for me to remember which way to go. So since my knee is turning out this way, I just follow the rotation of the knee with my body.
Awesome. I say we do it one more time and we let our
Okay, awesome.
Day, and I'll demonstrate this one. So
Okay, thanks.
So right leg in front to start.
Balancing, balancing. Give, step, continue.
The right arm, right leg, right.
Great, Esther.
How'd everyone do?
That was great. I'm so glad I got to try that with you guys.
Yay! And so
Looking
as
so much better.
Yay! And as all of you know in the WhatsApp group, I'll share the video again so you can practice with the music. And then obviously feel free to send me videos if you want more corrections. But Fiona, thank you so much for doing the combo and for such a beautiful class, and everyone for joining. It was a really lovely time. Thank you so much, everyone. Love it is sweating, love it. And
Love it. Me too.
yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful rest of your day and week, and we'll see you next week. Love you all. Thank you, Fiona.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.